Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we'll have some holiday sounds from a recent concert held at the Performing Arts Center at Hammerskjold School by the Central New Jersey Wind Ensemble and the East Brunswick Community Chorus. Job seekers can drop in the library for assistance. A new service is being offered by the library's Business Resource Center. Reporter Kevin McAvoy is in the EBTV studio with Jane Leal to speak about the United Way's VITA program. And on December 25th, a concert by David Broza will be held at the Anshe Emeth Memorial Temple in New Brunswick. Interested in tickets? Stay tuned for details.
A winter concert featuring the Central New Jersey Wind Ensemble was presented by the East Brunswick Arts Commission and took place December 10th at the Performing Arts Center at Hammerskjold Middle School. The Central New Jersey Wind Ensemble, directed by Nicholas Santoro, played an assortment of holiday music, starting with the most wonderful time of the year. The East Brunswick Community Chorus, directed by Kathy Spadafino, was also part of the winter concert.
This fine concert band into a 35-piece Glenn Miller big band. So please enjoy In the Christmas Mood. time, we want to thank you for coming, and here we go with Leroy Anderson's A Christmas Festival.
Hello and welcome. I'm Kevin McAvoy, and I'm reporting for EBTV, and I'm here in the studio with Jane Leal. Jane comes to us from the United Way in cooperation with VITA. That's an acronym for the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you.
Why don't we start off with telling our viewers, Jane, a little bit about your program.
Well, the VITA program is actually an IRS-sponsored program, and United Way of Central Jersey has been able to be a part of this program. It basically offers income tax services, preparation services to low and moderate income people for no cost, totally free of charge.
And how long have you been with the program, and what got you interested in working with United Way in this particular area?
Yeah, I've been a board member at United Way for about 11 years, and we have many programs that I've been involved with. This one in particular is of interest to me because I think it really serves people well. You know, it's a free program. A lot of people go to private tax preparers, people of low income who really can't afford to do that, but they have no other alternative. This is a way of saving them hundreds of dollars and submitting their forms properly. And I just think it's a great opportunity, especially for people in East Brunswick and in Central Jersey.
How would our East Brunswick residents know about your program? And once they found out about the program, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, I would encourage people to call United Way of Central Jersey at 732-247-3727. There's also a website, uwcj.org, and all the information is there.
Let's talk a little bit about recruiting people who might want to get involved in volunteering their services to help you out. I'm sure there are lots of people in East Brunswick who might want to help out with this tax preparation.
That'd be a wonderful thing. We have a good band of people this year who will be preparing, with others, the 2012 tax returns. Our troop of volunteers has grown. We started out in 2008. I think we had 4 volunteers that year. We did about 11 tax returns. Last year, we had 20 volunteers, and we did over 500, clearly close to 600 tax returns. So the program grows and grows every year. We certainly could use people from East Brunswick to help us out. Our current core of volunteers is a real cross-section of Middlesex County. It's everything from college students who are studying accounting to retired people who want to give back to the community. There have been a number of people who are unfortunately unemployed who want to keep their hand in the business world and keep busy, and this is a way for them to do it. We also have some companies in the county who want their employees to volunteer and take part in such a thing, so they encourage them to take the training, and we get volunteers from a number of companies as well.
Well, let's talk about that training for a moment. If someone does want to commit to helping out United Way in this particular area, the training, is it something that they come to you for? Is it something they do online? How long does it take?
There's training within the county. They can do it online, and they can also do it in person. It's about 2 days worth of training, 2 5-hour days. The first day is all about learning tax law, which may sound boring, but it's a really good basis for what they're going to be doing. And then the second half of the program would be studying the software and learning the software of the program that they use in order to prepare the tax returns. And at the end of that, they do have to pass a test. Okay. And if they pass that test, they're then certified by the IRS. And there's 2 levels of certification that they gain through this test. There's a basic and an intermediate status that they gain for that.
And then that particular certification would carry over for next year if they continue. Actually, if they want to come back.
They have to recertify each year, which I think is a very good part of that program. It means that everyone is really up to speed. So there is a recertification if they've done it before.
And let's revisit those members of our community who might want to have a tax preparer come to them. Do they reach out to you? And does the tax preparer come to their house? Do they have to come somewhere to get this work done?
Yes, they would reach out to us through that phone number, 247-3727, and through the website. And there are several locations within the county where they can come. The Milltown office of United Way is one of those locations at 32 Ford Avenue. But there's about 7 other locations around the county, some senior centers in Highland Park, New Brunswick. There's a couple of locations in Piscataway, the library and their senior center, New Brunswick Senior Center. Perth Amboy has a location as well. So they can get all that information if they call us. And they can have an appointment. There's direct phone numbers to those locations, so they can make an appointment that's convenient for them.
And is it a financial qualification as well to receive this assistance?
The IRS uses kind of a national maximum income of about $51,000 or $52,000. That would include, low to moderate income people. But we stretch it a little with permission because this is our area of the country. The cost of living is higher than in other places, so we would probably go up to about $60,000 or so. Okay, and that's those are the standard guidelines that we use. Okay,
I'd like to thank you for coming in today.
It was a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to talk about the program.
So for Kevin McAvoy and EBTV, good night.
Hello, I'm Karen Parry, Manager of Information Services at the East Brunswick Public Library. I'm here today to talk about our newest service to help job seekers. We call it our Just Drop In for Job Help service. We offer this service in partnership with the Professional Service Group of New Brunswick. I'm here today joined with Bob Moran and Larry Manzino from the Professional Service Group. Welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Bob, can you tell me a little bit about your organization's history?
Sure. PSG started in 1989, Karen. And since then, we've helped about 9,400 people find jobs in the central New Jersey area. One of the things that we do is we provide peer support to people, so we're helping them on a peer-to-peer basis. Most of the people that are in PSG are also looking for the next career opportunity, so it's peer support. Then we also provide training in different search skills, such as redoing their resume, helping them with their interview skills, and also helping them to network online. Since 1989, we've been looking for innovative ways to help the people, and we found out that there are about 811,000 people in the Middlesex County area. At 8.4% unemployment, that means that there are about 64,000 people in our area who are unemployed. So one of the things we want to do is to reach out to the people of East Brunswick. East Brunswick has about 46,000 people. So that means that there are 3,700 people in East Brunswick that are looking for a next job. So what we did is we decided to partner with East Brunswick Public Library. We talked with you, we talked with Mary Ellen Firestone, and we're so happy with the partnership and the way it turns out. Larry's going to tell you some details about that, but it's been terrific. We've been able to help a lot of people so far.
Oh, we're happy to have you, Bob. Larry, as one of the professional service group volunteers, can you tell me a little bit about what type of services you provide to people when they visit you?
Well, sure. First, we speak to the person, ask them about their line of work and their job-seeking skills. Then we'll explore together the areas that need strengthening. We might, for instance, go online, help them with job applications, seeking databases, how to navigate, etc. If there's time and if it's appropriate, we can work on some more basic skills, networking, elevator pitches, or car stories. Car story is a challenge, an action, and a result. And we found that car stories are very critical for the person to present themselves in the best light and also to highlight their skills and strengths. They can be used anywhere, resumes, in letters, cover letters, and especially in interviews. And they're a very critical part of today's job seeking.
Very interesting. Do you also do practice interviews, Larry?
Yes, we have a volunteer that will do, he used to work in an HR setting, and he does practice interviews with people. He sets up a time and he gives them an interview and critiques them and shows them what they did right and wrong.
Larry, how do people sign up for this service? Where would they find you in the library, and when are you here?
They just come to the window, the Business Resource Center window. There's a clipboard. They just put their first name and last initial. I'm here Mondays and Wednesdays, 1 to 5, and that's all they have to do.
Must people pre-register, Larry?
A few have, or I've asked them to come back, but that's all they have to do is walk in, and also if they can, if they have one, they can bring a resume, but it's not important. The important thing is to begin the dialogue about their job seeking.
I see. And is this a free service or is there a charge?
No, totally free, totally gratis.
Wonderful. Bob and Larry, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, currently I'm the executive director of the professional service group, and my duties there involve leading the executive team, also sharing the vision that I have for the organization, and helping to make sure that each of the people that's a volunteer pursues their own search goals and gets their next job. My background, I've got about 30 years of experience. I've done different things from IT. Right now, I'm looking to get into a venture capital firm in New York City, working in a tech startup. One of the things that I really like about PSG is it helps me to get out, keep my skills sharp, and get me ready for my next position.
How about you, Larry?
Well, Karen, I was a research scientist at UMDNJ for about 30 years, and currently I'm retired. I'm working mostly volunteer, keep my hand in the community. ESL, I teach ESL. I work on a CERT team, which is the emergency response team, and I work at PSG and here at EBPL.
And Larry, give us an example of how you've helped somebody.
Oh, that was interesting. It happened my first week here, actually. I was speaking with a lady, helping her on the computer. We were going along nicely. She gets a phone call, and suddenly we both have eyes in the headlights there. It's like, I've got a job interview tomorrow at 9 a.m. Oh my gosh. Suddenly the woman says, I don't have confidence. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. Basically, we sat down, explained car stories, how critical they were. We looked at her resume and picked out every possibility where we could turn one of her skills into a car story. She sort of picked up on it pretty quickly, understood. She felt much more confident, and she went to the interview very confident that she could perform well. I followed up with her, and while she didn't get that position, she was really thankful for how I had worked with her, how confident she felt, And she even has been on 2 interviews since, and she felt confident each time because she saw her skills in a new way. And I was very gratified by that.
Bob, if a viewer is unemployed or knows someone who is unemployed, what steps do you recommend that they take?
Well, the first thing would be that if they're unemployed, as Larry just mentioned, come on into the Business Resource Center and meet with one of the volunteers and find out what they can do to get their job search jump-started. If they know somebody that's unemployed, oftentimes if they're a family or a friend, they know what it's like when somebody's out of work. Sometimes they're in isolation, they may be a little bit down, they may not know what to do next. For them, I would recommend that they either come in with the person, or that person that's the friend could come in their own, come to the East Brunswick Public Library, come to the drop-in service, meet with the volunteer and find out the services that are available, and either bring the information back to them or come back with that person. A lot of times that peer support is really going to help them to make that step to come on in and start the conversation, with PSG here at the East Brunswick Public Library. And one other thing is if somebody's involved with a civic organization, like a Rotary Club, Chamber of Commerce, or a place of worship in East Brunswick, they can also come on in. We have flyers that they can take back to their organization. They can put it up there, and it basically says, come on into the East Brunswick Public Library, tells them about the service, and they can reach out to their members that way. Because sometimes people may not know about it, and if they can find it where they normally go, it'd be a great way to transition them into the service.
This sounds like a wonderful support for our job seekers. Thank you so much to both of you. And please remember to stop by the East Brunswick Public Library. We offer so many services to help our job seekers. We offer databases to help people explore new careers, to learn how to build a resume, design a cover sheet. We offer computer classes. We have a resume review service. So as you can see, the library is always here to help, and we really are the heart of the community.
Hi, I'm Cindy O'Connor for This Week in East Brunswick. I'm here in the studio today with Paula Kaplan-Reese, the chairperson for the David Broza concert coming up at Anshe Emeth Memorial Temple in New Brunswick. Thanks for coming today.
My pleasure.
Tell us about the concert.
Well, the concert is going to be on December 25th for those who don't celebrate Christmas and are looking for something fun to do. David Broza is an international guitarist, performer, an incredible musician, and he's coming to give a concert, the only concert in New Jersey, and it will be at 3 o'clock at the synagogue in our beautiful sanctuary. And following the concert, as is typical tradition for those who are Jewish, we are going to have Chinese food for those who want to stay and have dinner with us as well.
Tell us about the ticket prices.
The ticket prices are, if you get your tickets in advance, which is in advance of December 21st, they are going for $50. You can get them at our website at aemt.net. And they're $50. At the door, they'll be $75. And after December 21st, they'll be $75 as well. And if you want to be a patron, it's $180. That includes 2 tickets and a chance to meet and greet David Broza, as well as to have dinner with us.
Now, he's an international performer.
Yes, he is.
And you've seen him. What
Yes.
can you tell us about your experience?
Well, he's an incredibly intense, powerful, moving performer. So everybody who sees him is immediately drawn in. Plus, he sings in English, he sings in Spanish, and he sings in Hebrew. So he's multilingual, and it also affects the power of his performance. And he's an incredible, as I said before, musician. He has a flamenco kind of style. He puts his heart and soul into his performances. So for everybody who sees it, it's just really mesmerizing.
The temple is in New Brunswick. Can you tell us a little bit about the synagogue?
Yes, the synagogue is a beautiful old synagogue with, as I said before, a magnificent sanctuary. And it's on 222 Livingston Avenue, right in the heart of New Brunswick. It's right near the George Street Playhouse and the State Theater. You really can't miss it. It'll be a beautiful setting for this concert. We hope everybody will come and pack the house.
What about kids? Is it an appropriate concert for kids?
It's definitely a family event. It's music appropriate for all ages and musical tastes. So it's definitely a family day, especially that it's going to be in the afternoon. So it really encourages families to all participate and come. So we hope everybody does.
Okay, once again, if you would just repeat the date and the time and the location for us.
Absolutely. So it's at Anshe Emeth Memorial Temple on 222 Livingston Avenue in New Brunswick. It's at 3 p.m. The concert begins. Following the concert will be the Chinese food dinner that you don't have to stay for, but we hope that you do. And also performing will be our children's choir. Will be performing briefly with him as well.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is going to be a great time.
Is there a website?
There is a website. Go into aemt.net, and that's where you can find more information. You can also go onto YouTube to see excerpts of his performance, as well as on our website, so that you can see what a great performer he is. And that's where you can purchase tickets.
Thanks so much, Paula.
Thank you.